Imagine waking up one morning to find your entire world shattered by a single phone call, a call that would change your life forever. Welcome to Crime Killer, where we dive into the darkest corners of human nature to uncover the truth behind the most chilling true crime stories. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more gripping content. And if you're already a fan, thank you for being part of this community. Today, we're exploring a case that shocked an entire town and left investigators haunted. A story of betrayal, obsession, and cold-blooded murder. It was a quiet October evening in the sleepy town of Bridgewater, Pennsylvania. The leaves had just started to fall, and the air was crisp with the coming of winter. Emma Walker, 29, was a beloved high school art teacher. She was kind, creative, and deeply involved in her community. Her life seemed perfectly ordinary, until everything changed. Emma had been dating Kyle Reeves, a 33-year-old former Marine turned security guard. Kyle was charming, confident, and passionate, but behind closed doors, things were different. Friends noticed signs of controlling behavior. Her smile had started to fade. But still, no one expected what happened next. On October 17, 2021, Emma didn't show up for work. Colleagues called her, texted her. No response. Her best friend, Julie, drove to Emma's apartment. The door was locked. The car was in the driveway. And then she saw it. Blood. On the handle. On the steps. That's when she called 911. When police entered Emma's apartment, they were met with a scene straight out of a nightmare. Emma was found in her bedroom, lifeless, a single gunshot wound to the head, no sign of forced entry, no sign of struggle. A silencer had been used. Her phone was missing, so was her laptop. Detectives immediately began combing through surveillance footage, neighbor testimonies, and digital records. Emma's apartment was just 5 blocks from the nearest convenience store, where security cameras caught Kyle Reeves buying duct tape, gloves, and a burner phone just 3 nights before the murder. But Kyle had an alibi. He claimed he was at work the night Emma died. His security logs confirmed he had clocked in. But detectives weren't convinced. Something didn't sit right. Then came the break in the case. A neighbor remembered seeing a black SUV parked outside Emma's house around midnight, the same kind Kyle drove. And then they found the burner phone. Detectives tracked the burner phone's GPS history. It matched Kyle's known movements, but more importantly, it pinged off a cell tower near Emma's apartment at the exact time of her death. When confronted, Kyle denied everything. Cold, emotionless, he claimed it was a coincidence, that he had loaned the phone to a friend, that he hadn't spoken to Emma in days. But texts recovered from Emma's old iCloud backups told a different story. "Why won't you answer me? You think you're better off without me? If I can't have you, no one will." Emma had confided in her friend Julie just 2 days before her death. She had broken things off with Kyle, telling her, "He scares me. I think he's watching me." With mounting evidence, detectives arrested Kyle Reeves for the murder of Emma Walker. But that was only the beginning. The trial began 6 months later. The courtroom was packed. Local reporters covered every twist and turn. Emma's family sat silently, their grief visible on every face. The prosecution painted a picture of obsession, a man who couldn't accept rejection. They laid out the digital breadcrumbs, threatening messages, deleted phone calls, fake social media accounts used to stalk Emma. The defense tried to discredit the evidence, suggesting someone else may have committed the crime, that Kyle was being framed by circumstantial data. But the jury saw through it. After just 4 hours of deliberation, Kyle Reeves was found guilty of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Emma's mother, her voice trembling, told reporters, "We lost our daughter, but we fought for her, and we got justice." This case sparked nationwide conversations about digital stalking, controlling relationships, and red flags that often go ignored until it's too late. The murder of Emma Walker is a devastating reminder of how quickly love can turn into control, and how control can spiral into something far more dangerous. Emma was bright, kind, and full of life, and her story is one that deserves to be remembered. Let us honor her by speaking up, by noticing the warning signs, by believing victims before it's too late. Thank you for watching. If you found this story important, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps keep these stories alive and raises awareness for those who no longer have a voice. Until next time, stay safe and stay informed.